What's happening? You got it, man.
So the company is, so we don't know, you do a podcast on mostly about oysters, right?
Yeah.
And can you say what the name is? So I don't want to jack it up.
Yeah, for sure. So I have a mobile oyster bar which is called SS Shuckin' um LLC. And then I also have a podcast called the Oyster Ninja Podcast where I interview people in the aquaculture and sustainability.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
that's where I was getting at Oyster Ninja because I know it wasn't the oyster N word, but yeah, that's funny. I love it. I love the title, man. How you did that.
Thank you,
But
man.
I know you were about to. How long have you been doing it for?
The podcast, I've been doing the podcast for about shoot. I feel like it's probably like 7 years now.
Yeah, that's huge. I've been doing it for like 2 months. So in comparison, I'm like trying to figure out ideas, how to, sustainability and all those
Hmm.
different things. And our topic today is about not being burnt out and how sometimes you just got to take a break.
Yeah.
And I know you were saying that when we're speaking earlier that you need to take a break,
Yep.
or you had to,
I
because what was the reasoning? Like, is it? Have you ever took one before this?
Yeah, I have. Um,
Okay.
a lot of times, uh, my fault.
Okay.
Was I?
Phone call came in. I got you. I
Was
got you.
um? Yeah, I've definitely took breaks before. So I can tell when I'm getting overwhelmed. Um,
Okay.
just with life and mental struggles and physical struggles. I'm not the shape I used to be in high school or college or shoot last
Thank
year.
you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So, you know, just mentally, like if it's a lot going on, or if I feel like it's starting to feel like work, to be
Right.
honest, I know I'm doing too much. I need to slow down. I need to unplug. Uh, got my handy dandy ashwagandha, you know. Uh,
Ashwagandha. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. That's a
uh,
really good herb to relieve that stress, right?
hmm yep. And then of course I was in the military also, so I deal with a lot of stuff from that.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You should have been in there with me, guy.
Honestly, man, I ain't gonna cat to you, man. I was scared,
Uh,
but uh, and then also too, I mean, it's a lot of different variations and excuses you can make, but that's definitely a brave thing to do, especially at a young age. Anybody that goes in there, that's why I like y'all have bigger balls than me for real. I couldn't do it.
the whole military thing was weird because I did want to go when I not far out of high school. That was my first option was military, but my grandma didn't want me to go to the military, so
Right.
I ended up going to the community college.
Okay.
I'm getting my certificate in computer drafting, and
Okay.
I didn't do anything with that. I did a small job when I got out, and then I started working at Pizza Hut. But like by the time I got 23, 24, life wasn't happening the way I thought it was supposed to be happening. So that's when I
Right.
joined the military and kind of started over.
Wow. Sometimes you
Yeah,
just gotta do that.
yeah,
Wow. So you wasn't even fresh out of high school, so you had some time to live a little bit, and then you
yeah.
was like, this
It, and
needs to be.
And what's crazy, at 24, I was like one of the oldest people I in boot camp, and I really felt old. You know what I mean? Compared to like 18, you could think of the different mindsets from 18 to 24. That's all. That is a old man. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother track of thinking. I experienced life, kind of been out on my own. Dated
Right.
different people, experienced different people, experienced myself. Kind of figure out a piece, because I'm still figuring out who I am. But like I
Right.
experienced all of that, and it was just like 24 joining the military. It was crazy.
Right, right. If you guys are new and just now coming in, we have uh, the Oyster Ninja on live right now, and he's pretty much telling us, you know, how we can, how he's going on his journey with trying not to burn out. You can feel it. You know when you're overwhelmed, and sometimes you just gotta take a break. So this whole thing about taking a break, I'm not taking a break. He has taken a break, and we do assume that he probably will be back soon. You guys can catch his podcast. You want to actually tell them your podcast where they can find you at, and then also uh, even your YouTube, because I know you got a pretty decent following on your YouTube also, like
Um,
way bigger than mine.
so it's funny. Oh man, I like that. I like that. I like that thumbnail you put up there, man.
Man,
I'm looking at. What's that? Just taking a break, elevating your mental as a creator. Man, look at you, boy. You fancy, man. You're fancy. Uh, uh so um so my podcast, Oyster Ninja Podcast, again, I interview people in aquaculture lane. Again, for anybody who doesn't know who I am a nationally ranked oyster shucker. I
hi
can
Lily. No, Lily said hi.
okay.
Well, I ain't gonna cut you off.
Didn't even see that. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could see people talking. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I compete, and here in Washington D.C., I have a mobile oyster bar. So being in that lane that field, I've met a ton of different people,
Right.
experienced events and things, and I was talking to one of my mentors, Ken Blanchard, and he was like, you should start a podcast and start telling these stories and sharing these stories, and that's what I did. Started sharing these stories on, and it's kind of grown. Know me for down and storytelling, and it's been a great journey. But again, like there are certain times when I'm like, I'm doing too much, or it feels like it's taking a toll on me, and that's when I know
Right.
I got down and kind of. And honestly, when you take these breaks, it's not like I'm just doing nothing. It's more so I'm not putting a lot of content out. I'm not putting a lot of energy into the project, but I'm still learning and evaluating myself, trying to get better. Um, so when I say taking a break, you're not just doing nothing. It's just you're
Right.
taking a load off your mental. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Everybody is different, but I know like I have to give my mental a chance to slow down and catch up. Because some
Right.
like, I want to do a lot of things and I want to go in this lane and that lane and that lane and that lane. And I try to go in all those lanes at the same time, but you can't do that realistically and be efficient and be great at it. So take
Right.
and kind of reevaluate which lane is going to be the best lane to go in, and kind of make a strategic move and go in that lane, and then everything else opens up. That's the crazy thing. It's like once you take that break and concentrate on one thing, everything fall in place.
It's like getting your. It's basically like reevaluating the vision. If you
Yes.
can reevaluate your vision, then you know where you're going. It's like the
Right.
word says, "My people perish lack of knowledge," but it also talks about another verse. The people will perish also for lack of vision, and
Mm.
that's part of it. All it all ties in together, and so therefore, if you don't have a vision, you will not be successful out here. So you have to reevaluate your vision. Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself and come back and do it over again. It's not necessarily that you're starting over. You still start where you need to be at, but maybe people were into talking about. I'm just putting a random topic. They were talking about cars at this time. Now they're talking about trucks. You have to be able to move and find out what's trending for the time. Because if
Yes.
you don't do that, you will fall behind.
Yep.
So you have to understand who your audience is, all these different things. But then you got to say sometimes like, okay, what I got good at doing was drip feeding my content. So therefore, okay, uh, I don't know if you guys ever heard of premieres, how you can premiere a
Yeah.
video,
Hmm.
but a lot of people probably haven't. But if you do a premiere, say you do like, I don't know, it's 10 videos, you like, oh, I want to do all these, I want to post them up. Don't put all those videos up there.
Yeah.
Drip feed it. You
Yeah.
know, you got about, let's just say, worst case scenario, you put out a video a day. You got a little over a month, not a day, a week, my bad. One video per week for about, I say about 10 weeks. You have about a month and a half of content that you're doing. And you let your audience know, like, look, this is what I'm putting out. This is when it's coming out. I want you guys to be there. I want you guys to like, share, sub, so people know who I am.
Yep.
People know that I'm putting out this content, and YouTube especially knows that, hey, I'm here. I'm not just a fly by night guy. I'm actually here to be able to educate and inform my viewers, my audience, about what we are speaking of. And that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta keep in mind. And know that it's okay if you don't put that video out that day. So if you don't, it's no biggie. If you don't put it out till next month or 3 months from now, it doesn't matter. Your mental health is the most important because without your mental health, you can't do anything. Without your health, you can't do anything. The old folks used to say, your health is your wealth. It's the truth. You
Yeah.
can't get wealth if you're not able to be mobily active and doing anything.
Yep.
Remember that. And mental is part of that.
Yep.
Mental, because if you can't think, you can't do nothing. I remember my grandma used to say, thank God for waking up in my right mind. I didn't understand what that meant at that age.
Yeah.
But I think we're both almost 40. Uh not hitting it yet, but you definitely feeling it.
Yep.
And then with kids and life and being a husband and everything, it's a lot. Big
Yep.
brother, I think we both big brothers.
Yep.
You still got your siblings there, like, and you still want to be like, hey, don't do that, don't do that. You gotta realize also too, you gotta just worry about what you gotta do. Stay in your own lane.
Yep.
Don't do too much.
That's been
You
my
know.
big kind of switching up from the way I was raised. Um really just letting them figure life out. I can
Right.
only do so much. I can't force feed you everything, you know? Like,
Yep.
granted I had people to kind of help me out, but it was also up to me to take that initiative to what they were feeding me to take it to the next level. So,
Right.
I understood and understand that nobody. That's the one of the lessons that my Daniel gave me. Um, he used to pick us up to go cut yards and like clean out trailers that he had been renting out and stuff. And the biggest
Right.
lesson from that, and he actually said, it was like nobody's gonna give you nothing. Like you gotta
Right.
go out and get it if you want it.
Right.
If you want it, if you truly want it. A lot of people
Right.
say this and they want that, but they're not really willing to put the work in, you know?
Right.
And I get it. I get it. Like life happens and you think you need to do this, this, and that before you can make a move. I was watching this YouTube video and this homeless guy, or no, he wasn't homeless. He was staying with his mom, but he was like 40. He was staying with his mom. He just got out of prison, locked up. He has a 13-year-old daughter, and he was saying that he had to do this before he can be in his daughter's life the way he wants to be. Why
Right.
can't you just take the first step and just be with her? Like, yeah, you can't provide for her, but you can be there. You can talk. You can
Yeah.
give her life lessons. You know,
Yeah, time is. I mean, yeah, giving time is definitely very valuable, especially when you're talking about with relationships in general.
yeah,
Time is one of the best things you can give someone, but especially your children.
yeah. He wasn't willing to do that first step, like just being there. He thought he had to do this and this and this and this before he could even go and see her. How is that?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, and still on subject, but it's the same thing with creating content. A lot of people say, "I got to get the best fucking camera. I got to get the best mic. I got to get this." No, dog, just start it. Just start it. Matter of fact, we just found out today, going live together. The only way you can do it is through your cell phone.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it. So don't be saying, "Oh, I got to get the best camera. I got to do this." No, just start putting it out there. If that's your dream, that's your goal. It's something that you feel like is on your heart. That's a passion for you. Get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Stop waiting because the longer you wait, the longer you are getting further and further away from your destiny. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll get to where your destiny is. Stop wasting time. It's
Now,
ticking.
I will say this. I say all this stuff about just starting, but it's only really I got a passion for it. I don't have a passion for getting into shape. I don't have a passion for working out. Now, I tell myself I'm always gonna, all right, I'm gonna start doing push-ups. All right, I'm gonna start doing jump rope. I'll start with like a little quarter mile.
Right.
Man, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, I'll start next
Right.
week.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how it is though. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, if that's your passion, notice I said that. If that's your passion, that's what you feel strongly about, go do it.
But you
Stop
got
playing.
that also with that though, you gotta kind of evaluate yourself. You gotta know yourself. I know that's one of my
Hi,
weaknesses.
Libby.
Hey, Libby, I know that's
Did
one of my
you, did you sub yet? Did y'all sub yet? I know y'all watching. I appreciate it.
I know that's one of my weaknesses, and it's up to me to make that choice to act on it. Because if I
Right.
don't, I'm still gonna have this belly. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna have these rules, as they saying now. This act big back, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So life.
Yeah. So biggest thing is I think like I know I'm just starting out and I was feeling that same way that I gotta put it out there. I gotta put it out there. I gotta put it out there. And um in a sense, I feel like in the beginning, the more that you do put out there, the higher views you're gonna get, the more the algorithm has chances of saying, you know what, this person is relevant. But you still have to be able to take those breaks and know when to say, you know what, I'm not gonna do any of it today. I'm not even gonna think about it. I just need to relax and I just need to be at peace. And
Hmm.
yes, in my head, the whole time I'm doing something, I'm like, damn, this is some fucking content right here. It's terrible how it is, but it's true. Everything about your life can definitely be content.
Yeah,
But at the same time, don't make everything in your life content just because you gotta have some type of break,
it's the
you
gift
know?
and curse. It's honestly
Right.
a gift and curse because, like, that's one of my issues. I just started a brand new YouTube channel, Oyster Ninja Review. I'm gonna be reviewing movies that I watch, audiobooks that I listen to, even clips of YouTube that I watch. And I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, but like at the same point, like when do I just like enjoy what it is, you know? But that's me. Like I want to share content, things, and the things that I learned with the if I make the world a better place, you know.
Right.
And then I also love community, and I love a virtual community because that means I can sit here in my chair at home, chilling out. I ain't gotta go no. I love just staying home and not doing nothing. Smoke my cigar in the backyard, drink my drink right here. I don't gotta go nowhere. Cool with that. I don't need to go
Right.
nothing. So I love
Right.
the world. Um. So yeah. But I want to start with my family. Because we travel a lot. So I want kids to get there. Also, that is a lane that's missing on uh, YouTube. You know what? When we go with a lot of feedback.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the audio was cut, didn't cut out. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
It started doing that. It's the whole going live thing. We apologize about the audio, guys. We can't control it. That's a YouTube thing.
Blame it on YouTube.
I swear, man. I swear, man. It's like what? That's the only way we can go live
Yeah.
together.
Right.
Terrible.
But
But
yeah, yeah. I think that's missing on the YouTube. It's just kids point.
Right. Well, I think that's about time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys haven't liked and sub today, we definitely invite you to do that. And who knows, we might have like way more lives coming to you and podcasts. And like he already gave his info. I would like for you to probably put it in the actual chat too. That
Yeah.
way people can actually see it and know where to go.
Okay.
And we can move forward. Where you guys watching from, those that are still on? While we're putting this in the chat so everybody can sub and go to his channel and follow.
Can I put
Where
stuff
you
in the
guys
chat?
coming from? You should be able to, but I'm actually going from my computer to try to do it
Oh, okay.
myself.
Okay.
It's the only way I think I can do it. So I'm copying it right here. Let me see. Just try to make it easier. All you guys got to do right now is just hit the sub button. You guys don't have to go to the chat. I'm just trying to make it easier for some people who don't know where that bell button is.
Yeah. So this is my first time doing this, so this is pretty cool.
Mhm. Like, this is your first time out of all the years you doing this? This is
Yeah.
wild.
Going
Let me
live.
see. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I love doing this, man. Like, it's like one of the best things I've done, man. On YouTube. Yes, I've done the whole, posting your videos and stuff, but this is like, I feel like the most natural and organic thing you could do. And then also it's just like I can bring people on and we can discuss it in different ways there too. Like I said, with the restreaming, that's a whole nother level of stuff because I don't have to just have just two people on. We can bring like, hey, all right, Libby, you want to come on? Lizzie, you want to come on? Sarah, you want to come on? I'm just calling out people in the chat right now.
Yeah.
We can pretty much have them all on. Matter of fact, I'm googling Oyster Ninja.
Yeah.
All right, I'm googling that right now. I'm trying to put it there. Uh, Copy this, and if I do this here, oh, oh, all right, there we go. Best oysters I've ever had. Swear to
Yeah.
God, best. He said, "What best oysters I ever had?" Oh, I just hit the channel. Here we
That.
go. Woo.
Yeah. I used to do this
Go
farmers market.
there.
Ladies, they were talking about and they had never had. So
Heck yeah. I just put your link there for your YouTube there. That's all I could do real quick
cool.
on the
Appreciate.
fly. But I appreciate your presence, sir. And hopefully we'll have many more. And you get back into it for sure. Cause I know the world is waiting your presence, sir.
Appreciate.
But mental health is first. Thank you
It.
guys for joining us. And we'll see you soon. Peace.